Dear students, we shall now look into the summary and some main questions of the poem Water. Chellapalli Swaruparani is a prominent Dalit writer. So she is from the Dalit background, okay? She is from a low group. She comes from a low background. Her mature poetry focuses mainly on the issues of gender and caste, though she began writing about her experiences. So, what is the main theme of her writing? That is, gender and caste is the main theme of her writing. Her translated piece, Water by Uma Barugu Banda, is a metaphor that shows the plight of the untouchables in the society. See, this water is used as a metaphor just to show how untouchable people are punished in the society. Panchamas are not allowed to draw water from the wells, okay, in the place where they were staying. So, the Panchamas were not allowed to draw water from the well. They suffer humiliation at the hands of Kamma landlords. Water in this poem does not merely act as a substance, but it turns out to be a symbol of revolt. The writer recounts her childhood struggle beset with water. So she also mentions in this poem how she also struggled to bring little good water for their homely purposes when she was a small child. She condemns the state of the poor and downtrodden that are denied water. So she in this poem she condemns the state of the poor people and also low caste people when it comes to having some basic necessities of life. A contrasting picture is brought out where some people die without water while others are washed out by the killer tsunami. So, what happens? In some places, there is no water at all, and people die without having water to drink, even because of thirst. But in other contradiction is that in some places because of tsunami or because of floods, because of excessive water, people die. Some places people die without water, and some places people die with excessive water. She also comments on water being a bone of contention between the states and countries. Okay, how water has become a matter to fight between states and countries today. That also she brings out very clearly. It is ironic that the same violent and destructive water can sit innocently in Bisleri bottle. Not only that, she also ironically mentions that water, which is so active or so smart in destroying people and so violent also in causing all this gender, all this caste discrimination or killing people, it also has the gentle nature of sitting quietly inside the Bisleri bottles. The poet's critical stance becomes more intense towards the end as she refers to a multinational market created for this unique commodity. So, water is instrumental for the struggle to equal rights and privileges. So, it's a cause for people to fight for their equal right and privileges. Okay, questions can be asked from this poem. Some of the questions I am going to discuss now. How does the poem Water bring out the sad plight of the Dalits? Or how does the poet show that the water is a witness to centuries of social injustice? Or water is a witness to the generations of the struggle of Dalits? Explain. Water is a witness to many struggles. Explain with reference to the poem Water. Now, four questions can be asked. Similarly, other questions also they can twist and ask for you, but should be ready to answer if they ask you such questions. So, the poem Water by Swarup Rani presents the struggle. Now, mainly the focus here is how water is causing injustice or causing suffering to the people, backward people or the Dalit people. By Swarup Rani presents the struggle, the humiliation, the anguish and the suffering undergone by the Dalits to obtain their rightful share of water. How these Dalits are fighting or struggling to get their right of water. which is natural resource. Actually, there is no need to fight, which is God given resource. Water is God given resource and no need to fight for it. But this is sad to know that people have to fight for even basic necessities of their life. The speaker cites water as the witness to the practice of untouchability. So, this water has seen from centuries how people have experienced untouchability. People have experienced caste discrimination over the centuries. Water has been witnessing the plight of the Dalits, who have been fighting for their rights to their share of water from many centuries. She declares that this water has been witness to the age old strife between the upper caste and lower caste people or the Dalits. Okay? Later, the speaker expresses the agony of the Panchama who waits for water the whole day and the humiliation of the Vada girl and has to collect the water thrown at her from a distance, and in this act how she has to bear the humiliation caused caused, okay, how that girl has to wait for that water. Backward girl means coming from a backward family, how she has to wait there for water, and when they give the water how they spill the water on her, how she experienced that humiliation. Okay, the speaker mentions an incident in which a Dalit woman comes to the rescue of a Dalit boy who is about to be thrashed by Kamma landlords. The speaker also mentions how they craved for a glass of water with the parched throats, means dry throats. There was no water available for their drinking, and they were waiting for little water with the dry throats. The speaker confesses regretfully and nostalgically means with a sad feeling, how they awaited the day of their bath in a week. Means every day these rich people used to take thrice a day bath there, but these poor people used to wait for bath even once a week. While the villagers enjoy luxury bathing thrice or twice a day. Finally, the speaker reveals how several thatched huts in Mallappe got reduced to ashes for want of water to douse the rising fire. Okay. So she also mentions how their village was burning on fire because there was no even a pot of water to put off the fire. That is why the village only was destroyed because of fire. Next question can be, the poem Water demonstrates the disparity and discrimination of society, justify or trace the sufferings of people of Vada due to social discrimination, or comment on the social discrimination associated with water as presented in the poem Water. Now what you see is here, the theme of the question is same everywhere. On the previous question and the question that they have asked now is same. So you can imagine that the same type of question you are going to get. Means so especially they are focusing on the social discrimination caused by water. The speaker mentions the humiliation. Water is a reflective narrative poem when the speaker calls several instances taken from the life of Dalits to highlight the disparity seen in the lifestyle of Dalits and that of the upper caste people. So the difference that can be seen between their two lives to show that the poet is using the metaphor water. Incidentally, the speaker also highlights how the Dalits are discriminated against while using water from a pond of a tank. So, okay, how they are going through this kind of discrimination while using water from the tank. The speaker states that water is a witness to the Panchama's plight when he goes to the pond or tank to collect water. Since he does not have the right to draw a pot of water directly from a well, he waits all day near the well until a Shudra arrives there and fills his pot. See the situation of the Panchama. He has to wait there until Shudra comes and gives him a pot of water. The speaker mentions the humiliation of the Vada girl when she receives water poured from a distance. Some water falls on her body and she felt humiliated. The speaker articulates the righteous indignation shown by Munagi Munnangi Suvarthamma when she raised her vessel to ward off an attack by the Kamma youths against the Dalit boy who asked them not to pollute their drinking water. So Dalit boy is asking these men not to pollute their drinking water. Then there is a fight, and how that is Suvarthamma comes to the rescue of the boy. That also is mentioned in the poem. These instances illustrate how the Dalits were discriminated against while using water. While villagers had a lot of water to drink and bathe as and when they wanted. The speaker recalls how they would look forward to that day in a week when they would get an occasion to take a bath. On the other hand, people in the village enjoyed the bath twice a day because they had plenty of water, and the Dalits were made to forgo water on the pretext of untouchability. The speaker narrates how in her childhood they walked miles and miles to collect water from the big canal and walked back carrying heavy pots of water on their heads, with this vein in their neck straining and bursting. So, whenever the poet had to carry water from distant miles, how their necks were paining, how the nerves at their neck were paining and straining. That's what she is explaining there. Finally, the speaker recalls how several thatched huts in Mallappe were reduced to ashes for want of a pot of water to douse the fire. So there was a fire attack and they wanted to put off fire, but there was no water. That is why how they suffered because of that. That also is mentioned here. The things that water knows imply humiliations, violence and injustice. Explain with reference to water. Waterfall Challappi Swaruparani is a reflective narrative poem. The speaker in the persona of a Dalit reminiscence and chronicles a few typical but poignant situations which express the anguish and helplessness of a Dalit when he or she goes to a public pond or a tank to collect water. In the first 5 stanzas, the speaker cites water as the witness to the practice of untouchability. Witness means how water has witnessed, seen this untouchability existing in the society. That is what is mentioned in the first 5 stanzas. The poet states in a casual matter of fact tone that water which knows where the ground is inclined along which it has to flow, knows that untouchability never disappears because the quarrel conflict over allowing the Dalits to collect water from a village tank or pond between the upper caste people and the Dalits has been smoldering for several generations. Means how water can go to the ground, to the depth of the ground, so too water has also seen the untouchability that has existed from depth, means from the generations. That is what the author wants, the writer, the poet wants to show us here. The idea is reiterated, citing another instance of untouchability. The poet cites a biblical incident in which Jesus the Jew goes to Samaritan woman in a town called Shikar and asks the woman for water. Okay, the Samaritan woman belongs to an inferior race and Jesus the Jew belongs to a superior race. Here the speaker seems to say that water is essential to all, be it a Samaritan woman or a Jesus the Jew. Similarly, water is essential for both the upper caste people and the untouchables. It's here what happens, Jesus goes to the Samaritan woman and asks for water. Actually, he wants to eradicate untouchability, not to focus on untouchability, but he wants to eradicate the untouchability that's existing in the society. That is why Jesus the Jew could go to that Samaritan woman and ask for water. Okay, to show that all are equals. The same idea is reiterated in the next 2 lines. Even among the untouchables, there was a subcaste. Leather refers to cobblers and the spool refers to weavers. So, cobblers and weavers were there. The speaker means to say that whether one is cobbler or a weaver, both of them need water. This fact is known to water, but why are people so cruel to give access to water to one and deny access to the other? Means there is difference between weaver and also the carpenter, cobbler when it comes to taking water. Okay. Here it is cruel and unfortunate that he is made to wait near the well until a Shudra arrives. I think this is already over, it's a mistake. Again, it has come. The speaker recalls a heinous incident that happened in a place called Karamachedu. It is reported that when two Kama youths were washing dirty buckets that had been used to feed their buffaloes in the drinking water tank in Madikappe, a Dalit boy objected to it, which angered the youth. Consequently, when the youths were about to beat up the boy, Munangi Swarthamma, a Dalit woman, tried to protect the boy from the attackers. She lifted the vessel that she was carrying to drive away from the attacks. This act of lifting the vessel in self defense later resulted in a ghastly attack by the upper caste people on the Dalits. So that's what everywhere the theme is same. The how water is a symbol. Water is has seen the struggle of the lower class people, and also how this poem focuses on untouchability as a theme. This can be the main questions asked from this poem.